People who prefer to be alone have these 8 special personality traits. Number 8, they know no one is perfect. Everyone has flaws and ways to improve those flaws, so rather than make a big fuss about them, they know to just go with the flow. Loners always do what they feel is right for themselves and for others, and always make sure that they do whatever they can do to address each flaw. They are always completely honest with themselves and with others and try to help improve those flaws. If they make a mistake, instead of beating themselves up over it, they will take it as a challenge and a way to improve themselves. People who prefer to be alone take challenges as huge learning and growing experiences. They welcome these challenges and actually grow from them. Number 7, very empathetic. Loners are able to feel and sympathize with others on the same level that they are. Being able to feel everyone's sorrow can be a curse to have, but loners know how to handle it. Because they are so empathetic, it's easy for them to find the bright side out of any negative situation. Rather than beat around the bush and feed their friends some wisdom, they would much rather find an immediate solution. They hate seeing others struggle, especially if it's a friend, and will stop at nothing to make sure that their friends are happy. People who prefer to be alone are great leaders and teachers, and will often bestow their wisdom upon people who they see are struggling, so that they can watch them grow and succeed. Do you have any of these personal traits so far? Keep watching to see what other surprising personal traits people who prefer to be alone have. Number 6, they value time. If there's one thing that is extremely important to a loner, it's time. The most important asset for success in life is time, and loners are well aware of it. They are never late. They never waste anyone's time and never let anyone waste theirs. Because of their ability to sniff out a fake person, they will never tolerate someone who they feel will try to play their emotions. This is yet another sign of their self-awareness. Number 5, firm boundaries. A loner always emphasizes healthy, strong boundaries. They always realize that they're never alone, even if they were the last person living on Earth. Because of this, they always respect the boundaries of others and expect the same respect in return. If others cross those boundaries, they will be the first to let you know. They believe that if you cannot be faithful to yourself, then you cannot be faithful to others. Establishing firm boundaries is a clear-cut sign that someone is emotionally intelligent. It also ensures that they won't let anyone walk all over them or take advantage of them in any way. If a person wants to be alone or is firm in a decision he or she is making, they will often set boundaries that other people will have no choice but to abide by. Number 4, loyalty. Unlike those who need to be in the spotlight, a loner does not crave attention. But once they find someone they want to become close friends with, they become the most loyal friend you'll ever have. They know their worth, and if they find you to also be worthy of being in their life, they will give you everything whenever you need it. This goes for all fields of life: relationships, family, friends, and work. If you are friends with this type of person, consider yourself lucky. People who like to be alone have a great read of people. They can easily set apart the fake from the real, and have a great judge of character. Because of this, a loner's circle of friends is usually very small. This is because they don't just trust anyone. They know a good friend when they see one, and in the event that a friend does break their trust, there's usually no hope of regaining that trust ever again. Number 3, keeps an open mind. Just because they enjoy the company of themselves over others doesn't mean that they are rigid and closed-minded. It's actually the total opposite. They are very open-minded and are constantly up for new adventures and activities. Even though they enjoy new and exciting things, they will always make sure to have their alone time to collect their thoughts before taking up things with new people. A person who prefers to be alone is usually very welcoming and understanding of other people's views, even if they don't agree with them. This is because these types of people understand that everyone is entitled to their opinion. A person who prefers to be alone knows that everyone has their own opinion and values this. They will often engage in a healthy debate, but will never insult someone else for having his or her own belief. Someone who prefers to be alone is also usually completely open to having their minds changed if someone can convince them why. This is a sign of their intelligence. Number 2, level-headed. When adversity and challenges come into play, loners do not panic or run. They are strong-willed individuals. Their self-reflection time is what's prepared them for situations like this. They may feel stressed and overwhelmed in some situations, but rather than waste time with distractions, they will spend some time alone and recharge their batteries. When stressful situations arise, they know what to do to overcome the situation. They do not overreact. Instead, they use their stellar coping skills to navigate through any situation, regardless of how difficult it may be. Number 1, self-awareness. While many people are frightened by their emotions, loners choose to focus on them and be aware of them. Becoming aware of oneself is a very difficult task to achieve. Because of this, no one knows them better than they do, and this allows them to understand people around them better. Granted, there will be some times of depression and anxiety, but loners always have the ability to get through them and learn their lesson. More often than not, most people tend to let their emotions take control of them. People who prefer to be alone are in control of their emotions. They do not let their emotions dictate their actions, and if they're feeling a certain type of emotion, they will take the time to reflect on how they are feeling. They will try to understand why they're feeling a certain emotion, accept it, and react in a rational way. People who prefer having a smaller circle of friends and do not mind spending time alone are often called loners. People perceive them as individuals who are very lonely and depressed. Unlike those who actually feel lonely, these types of individuals never actually feel lonely. They just cherish and crave their alone time so that they can have some time to quietly think and reflect on the day and the surroundings around them. In fact, being with their own company is exactly what makes these types of people feel fulfilled. They feel more in touch with themselves and do their best thinking, making them more self-aware of things. This is probably why they prefer to be alone. Being alone isn't always a bad thing. It can help someone become more self-aware, and it shows certain people don't always need to be around large groups to be more fulfilled. It's a sign of intelligence and self-awareness that most people today lack. It's not often that people get to become friends with a loner, mainly because they are very picky with whom they choose to become close with. Do you prefer to be alone? What personality traits do you have that you think belong on this list? Let us know by commenting below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.